Hello everyone. Welcome back to EchoMind English. I'm Emma, your host for today. If you are new here, I want to let you know that we upload a new English learning video every single day to help you improve your English faster and more confidently. In today's episode, you will not only practice your English listening skills, but also your speaking skills. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive amazing upcoming lessons. Welcome to EchoMind English. Today, we will practice advanced English speaking together for over 1 hour. Stay with me, because by the end of this session, you will feel more confident, more fluent, and more natural in your English conversations. But first, let me ask you a question. Have you ever listened to someone speaking English, and you thought to yourself, wow, they sound so fluent, so natural. How can I ever sound like that? If you have felt this way, you are not alone. Many English learners feel exactly the same. The truth is, fluency is not magic. Fluency is not about being perfect. Fluency is about practicing, speaking, repeating, and building your confidence step by step. In this video, we are going to do something very special. You are not just going to listen to me. You are going to speak with me. I will guide you, sentence by sentence, idea by idea, thought by thought, and you will practice out loud. Yes, out loud. Because when you speak with your voice, your mouth, and your breath, you train your brain and body to think in English faster. Now, let me share a little secret with you. Most learners think fluency means using big words or difficult grammar. But no, fluency means being able to say what you want to say at the right time, without hesitation. It's about rhythm, flow, and confidence. And today, we will build that fluency together. So, here's how we will begin. I will say something. Then, I will pause, and you will repeat after me. Imagine we are sitting together in a quiet room. Just you and me, no one else. You don't need to be shy. You don't need to worry about mistakes. This is your safe space to practice. Let's start with a simple warm-up. Are you ready? Take a deep breath with me. Inhale and exhale. Relax your shoulders. Smile a little. Yes, smiling helps you sound more natural when you speak. Now, repeat after me. I am ready to practice. I am ready to speak English. I am ready to sound fluent. Excellent. You are doing great. Now, let's move to some daily life sentences. These sentences are common, natural, and very useful. Listen carefully. Repeat them with me, and try to copy not just the words, but also the rhythm, the tone, and the feeling. Here we go. How are you doing today? I'm doing really well. It's a beautiful day. I feel confident when I speak English. Perfect. Keep going. The more you repeat, the more natural it becomes. Now, let's make it a little more advanced. I will give you longer sentences. Don't worry if they feel difficult at first. Remember, fluency comes from practice, not perfection. Repeat after me. I believe that the more I practice, the more confident I become. When I speak English, I focus on communication, not perfection. Every time I practice, I move one step closer to fluency. Great job. Did you notice something? When you repeat, your brain starts to adjust. Your tongue, your lips, your voice, they begin to move more naturally. This is how fluency is built, piece by piece, sound by sound. Now, let's try a short dialogue together. I will be person A, and you will be person B. Listen first, then repeat your part. Ready? Person A. Hi, it's so nice to see you today. Person B. Yes, it's great to see you too. Person A. How has your week been so far? Person B. It's been busy, but very good. Person A. What did you do yesterday? Person B. I studied English and practiced speaking. Well done. You see, even short dialogues can help you train your brain to think quickly in English. Now, let's go a little deeper. I want you to repeat some advanced expressions with me. These are phrases that fluent speakers use in daily life. Don't just read them. Feel them. Say them with emotion. Repeat after me. To be honest, I sometimes feel nervous when I speak, but I know that practice makes me stronger. I'm learning to enjoy the process, not just the result. Fluency is a journey, not a destination. Beautiful. These sentences are not only for practice, they are also reminders for your journey. Every time you say them, you are teaching your brain to stay positive, confident, and motivated. Let's continue with a little storytelling practice. I will tell you a short story, and I want you to repeat it after me, sentence by sentence. This will help you with rhythm, flow, and expression. Here's the story. Yesterday, I woke up early in the morning. I made myself a cup of coffee, and I sat near the window. The sun was shining, and the sky was clear. I decided to take a short walk in the park. While walking, I listened to English on my headphones. I felt happy, relaxed, and motivated to learn. Excellent. Did you notice how natural the story feels? Simple sentences, connected together. That is how fluent speakers sound. They don't always use difficult words. They use simple words with confidence. Now, I want you to try something new. After repeating, try to say the story again, but in your own way. Use your own words. Change a detail. Maybe instead of coffee, you had tea. Maybe instead of the park, you walked near the river. That's fine. The goal is not to copy me exactly, but to practice expressing yourself. Let's try one more sentence together. Repeat after me. Today is the day I practice speaking with confidence. Today is the day I sound more fluent. Today is the day I enjoy learning English. Yes, exactly like that. Stay with me, because in the next part, we will push further. We will use more advanced structures, more natural expressions, and even short conversations that challenge your fluency. Remember, don't just listen, speak with me. That is how you will improve. You are doing an amazing job so far. Remember, fluency is not about speed. Fluency is about flow. When words come smoothly, when you don't stop too much, when you can share your ideas without fear, that is fluency. So let's continue building that fluency together. In this part, I will challenge you a little more. I will give you longer sentences, natural expressions, and common advanced structures. Don't be afraid. Just relax, repeat, and let the words flow out of your mouth. Let's start with some powerful affirmations. These are sentences that'll give you confidence. Repeat after me. I am capable of speaking English clearly. I can express my thoughts without fear. My English improves every single day. The more I practice, the better I sound. Excellent. Repeat them again if you like. Confidence grows when you say positive words to yourself. Now, let's move to some advanced conversation starters. These are sentences that native speakers often use. when they want to begin a conversation. Listen carefully, then repeat. By the way, have you heard the news lately? I was just thinking about something interesting. Let me ask you a quick question. You know, I've always wondered about that. Do you hear the rhythm? These expressions are not only about grammar, they are about tone. If you copy the tone, you sound more fluent, more natural. Let's try them again. But this time, imagine you are speaking to a friend. Add a little smile in your voice. Try it now. Perfect. You're sounding more and more natural. Next, let's practice expanding ideas. Many learners can say one sentence, but then they stop. Fluent speakers don't stop so quickly. They add details, examples, and feelings. I will show you how. Listen first. I enjoy reading books. That's simple, but let's expand it. I enjoy reading books, especially in the evening when everything is quiet. Even better, I enjoy reading books, especially in the evening when everything is quiet, because it helps me relax and learn something new at the same time. Do you see the difference? A fluent speaker connects sentences together. Now, it's your turn. Repeat each version after me. Excellent work. Now try one on your own. Start with, I like watching movies. Now add when, where, why, or how. Make it longer. Add details. Take a moment. Try it now. Great. That's how you train your fluency, by stretching your sentences, one step at a time. Let's continue with another short dialogue. I'll be person A, and you'll be person B. Ready? Person A, it's been such a long week. How about you? Person B, yes, I've been busy, but I managed to find time to study English. Person A, that's impressive. How do you usually practice? Person B, I practice by listening, repeating, and speaking out loud. Well done. Did you notice how natural this sounds? Short answers are fine, but adding details makes your English sound richer and more advanced. Now, let's practice some advanced connectors. These are words and phrases that link your ideas together. Repeat after me. Actually, I think it's a good idea. In fact, I prefer learning in the morning. On the other hand, practicing at night can also be helpful. As a result, I feel more confident now. These connectors are small, but powerful. They make your speech flow smoothly. Let's practice using them in sentences. Repeat. I wanted to stay home, but actually, I decided to go out. In fact, I enjoyed meeting new people. On the other hand, staying home would have been more relaxing. As a result, I felt tired but happy. Beautiful. You're building fluency step by step. Now, let's practice expressing opinions. Fluent speakers often share their opinions in daily conversation. Listen carefully, then repeat after me. In my opinion, learning English every day is the best way to improve. From my perspective, confidence is more important than perfection. To be honest, sometimes I feel nervous when I speak, but I truly believe practice changes everything. Wonderful. Remember, opinions are not about being right or wrong. They are about sharing your thoughts clearly. That's what makes you sound fluent. Now let's practice with a mini story again. This time, the story will be a little longer, with more advanced sentences. Repeat each line after me. Last weekend, I visited a small cafe in my neighborhood. The atmosphere was cozy, with soft music playing in the background. I ordered a cup of tea and opened a new book I had just bought. As I was reading, A friend of mine walked in unexpectedly. We started talking, and we spent almost 2 hours catching up. It was such a pleasant surprise, and it made my weekend very special. Excellent. Now, take a moment and try to retell the story in your own words. You don't need to be perfect. Just try to use your imagination. Change the cafe to a restaurant, or the tea to coffee, or the book to a movie. The goal is to practice speaking naturally. Take a deep breath. Try it now. Amazing. That is exactly how you grow your fluency, by retelling, by personalizing, by speaking without fear. Before we finish this part, let's practice a few more advanced affirmations. Repeat after me. I don't need to be perfect to be fluent. My mistakes are part of my learning. Every time I speak, I improve. I am becoming more fluent every day. That's right. Keep repeating these words, because the way you think affects the way you speak. Stay with me, because in the next part, we are going to dive even deeper. We will practice real-life conversations, storytelling, and expressions that advanced English speakers use every day. Keep speaking with me. Don't stop, and you will notice your fluency growing with every word. You are still here, and that shows your dedication. Most learners stop too soon, but you are different. You are building your fluency step by step, and that consistency will pay off. Now, in this part, we will go even further. We will practice longer conversations, stronger expressions, and natural speech that advanced English speakers use every day. Let's start with rhythm practice. Fluent English has a natural rhythm, almost like music. Listen carefully, then repeat after me. Try to copy not just the words, but the flow. Where have you been? I haven't seen you in ages. It's been such a long time, hasn't it? I've been really busy lately, but I'm glad we're talking now. Excellent. Do you feel the rhythm? English is not only about words, it's about the rise and fall of your voice. When you copy the rhythm, you sound more fluent instantly. Now, let's practice another dialogue together. I will be person A, and you will be person B. Ready? Person A. Hey, how was your weekend? Person B. It was fantastic. I went hiking with some friends. Person A. That sounds amazing. Where did you go? Person B. We went to a beautiful mountain about 2 hours away. Person A. Wow, that must have been refreshing. Person B. Yes, it was. The air was clean, and the view was incredible. Perfect. Did you notice how natural it sounds when you add details? You don't just say, it was good. You add description. That's how fluent speakers keep conversations alive. Now, let's build your fluency with connectors again. Repeat these with me. First of all, I'd like to say thank you. On top of that, I learned something new. All in all, it was a great experience. To sum up, I really enjoyed it. Now, let's connect them in a story. Repeat after me. First of all, I'd like to say thank you for joining me today. On top of that, I'm proud of myself for practicing English consistently. All in all, my English is improving every single day. To sum up, practice makes progress, and I am on the right path. Excellent. This is how advanced speakers connect ideas. Let's move into some advanced expressions you can use in daily life. Repeat after me. To be honest, I didn't expect that outcome. If I'm not mistaken, we've met before. From what I can tell, this is a good opportunity. As far as I know, It's going to rain tomorrow. These phrases are very natural. Use them often, and your English will sound more fluent immediately. Now, let's practice with another mini story. Remember, storytelling is one of the best ways to build fluency. Listen carefully, then repeat each sentence after me. Last night, I decided to try cooking a new recipe. At first, I was nervous because I had never made it before. I followed the instructions step by step, but I made a few mistakes. Even though it wasn't perfect, it turned out delicious. In the end, I felt proud of myself for trying something new. Great job! Now, take a moment to retell the story in your own words. Maybe instead of cooking, you watched a movie, or instead of last night, it was last weekend. Change the details, but keep the structure. This exercise helps your brain think in English, not in your native language. Take a deep breath and try it now. Amazing! That's exactly how you train fluency. Now, let's practice with questions and answers. I will ask you a question, and you will answer. Don't just give one word. Give a full sentence. Ready? Question 1. What do you usually do in your free time? Now answer. Use details. For example, in my free time, I usually read books, watch English videos, and sometimes go for a walk. Question 2. What kind of music do you like? Answer with details. For example, I like listening to pop music, especially when I'm studying, because it keeps me focused. Question 3. Have you ever traveled to another country? If yes, tell me where and what you did. If no, tell me where you would like to go and why. See, questions and answers are excellent for fluency practice. The more details you add, the more fluent you sound. Now, let's strengthen your speaking muscles with shadowing practice. I will say a sentence, and you will repeat it as quickly as possible, almost at the same time. Ready? Speaking English every day helps me become fluent. I feel more confident each time I practice. Even when I make mistakes, I keep going. Fluency comes from practice, not perfection. Well done. Shadowing is powerful because it trains your brain to react instantly in English. Before we end this part, let's finish with some advanced affirmations. Repeat after me with energy and confidence. I am capable of having long conversations in English. I can share my thoughts clearly and naturally. My voice is strong. My rhythm is natural, and my confidence is growing. Every word I speak brings me closer to fluency. Beautiful. That's the energy I want you to keep. Stay with me, because in the next part, we will dive into real-life situations. We will practice conversations at work, with friends, and in everyday life. This will make your fluency practical, useful, and powerful. Keep speaking with me. Don't just listen. Remember, your voice creates your fluency. You are still practicing, and that is fantastic. Many people give up after 10 minutes, but you are still here. That shows your dedication, your discipline, and your passion for English. And I promise you, this consistency will transform your fluency. In this part, we are going to step into real-life conversations. You will practice how to speak English in situations you may face at work, at school, with friends, or even while traveling. The goal is to sound natural, polite, and confident. Let's begin with workplace English. Imagine you are in an office and a colleague greets you. Listen carefully, then repeat after me. Colleague, good morning. How are you today? You, Good morning. I'm doing well. Thank you. How about you? Colleague, did you finish the project we talked about? You, yes, I finished it yesterday, and I sent it to your email. Colleague, great. Thank you for your hard work. You're welcome. I'm glad I could help. Excellent. Did you notice? The sentences are simple, but polite and professional. That's how you create a good impression at work. Now, let's try another work situation. Imagine you are in a meeting, and you want to share your opinion. Repeat after me. In my opinion, this strategy could work very well. From my perspective, we should focus more on communication. I'd like to add one more point to the discussion. I completely agree with what you just said. Perfect. These sentences make you sound confident and professional. Use them in meetings or discussions, and people will respect your English skills. Now, let's switch to a more casual situation. Talking with friends. Listen carefully, then repeat after me. Friend. Hey, do you want to grab a coffee later? That sounds great. What time were you thinking? Friend. Maybe around 3 o'clock. Does that work for you? Yes, that works perfectly. I'll meet you at the cafe. Simple, natural, friendly. That's how you connect with friends in English. Let's try another friendly conversation. Repeat after me. How was your weekend? It was really nice. I went out with some friends and relaxed at home. Did you do anything special? Yes, we tried a new restaurant and the food was delicious. Wonderful. The key to fluency with friends is to add small details. Don't just say, "It was good." Add something extra. That makes your English sound richer. Now, let's practice travel English. Imagine you are in another country and you want to order food at a restaurant. Listen, then repeat. Server, good evening. How many people? You, good evening. Just one, please. Server, would you like to sit inside or outside? You, I'd like to sit outside. Please. Server, what would you like to order? You, I'll have the chicken pasta and a glass of water. Please. Excellent. This is natural, polite, and very useful. Now, let's try asking for directions. Repeat after me. Excuse me. Could you tell me how to get to the train station? Excuse me. Is there a supermarket near here? Can you please show me the way on the map? Thank you so much for your help. These phrases are simple, but when you say them with confidence, people will understand you easily. Now, let's practice some expressions for everyday life. Repeat after me. I'll be there in just a minute. Let's catch up sometime soon. Sorry for the delay. Traffic was really bad. Don't worry about it. It's no problem at all. Great job. These are the kinds of phrases that make you sound like a natural speaker. Now, let's challenge your fluency with a role play exercise. I will be person A, and you will be person B. Imagine this situation. You meet someone new at a party. Ready? Person A. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Alex. Person B. Hi, Alex. Nice to meet you too. My name is, say your name. Person A. So, what do you do for work? Person B. I work as a, say your job, and I really enjoy it. Person A. That sounds interesting. How long have you been doing that? Person B. I've been doing it for about, say your number, years. Perfect. This role play helps you prepare for real conversations. Practice it again and again until it feels natural. Now, Let's add advanced connectors to make your speech flow even more. Repeat after me. On the whole, I think it was a success. Even though I was tired, I kept practicing. In the meantime, I studied English every day. As soon as I finish this task, I'll call you. Beautiful. Connectors are like glue. They hold your sentences together and make your English sound smooth. Let's finish this part with a storytelling challenge. Listen to me. Repeat each line, and then try to retell the story in your own words. 2 weeks ago, I traveled to another city for work. The trip was long, but I enjoyed the journey. When I arrived, I checked into a small hotel near the center. During my free time, I explored the city and tried local food. I met some friendly people, and I practiced speaking English with them. In the end, the trip was successful, and I learned something new. Now, take a moment and try to retell the story. Change the details. Maybe it wasn't for work. Maybe it was for vacation. Maybe it wasn't 2 weeks ago, but last month. Use your imagination. This is how you train your brain to think quickly in English. Take a deep breath. Try it now. Excellent. You are doing incredible work. Before we close this part, let's end with some affirmations. Repeat after me with confidence. I can handle real-life conversations in English. I am confident at work, with friends, and while traveling. My English is becoming more natural every single day. I am proud of myself for practicing consistently. That's it. Keep going. In the next part, we will practice even more advanced speaking, longer stories, more challenging conversations, and natural expressions that fluent speakers love to use. Stay with me, and together we will build unstoppable fluency. You are still practicing, and that's fantastic. Most people stop after a few minutes, but you are continuing step by step. That is exactly how fluency is built, through patience, practice, and persistence. In this part, we are going to stretch your fluency with longer stories, advanced expressions, and speaking challenges. The goal is to train your brain to think faster, connect ideas smoothly, and express yourself with confidence. Let's begin with descriptive storytelling. Fluent speakers often describe situations in detail. Listen carefully. Repeat after me, and try to feel the rhythm of the sentences. Last Saturday, I went to a small farmer's market in my neighborhood. The market was full of colorful fruits and vegetables. The smell of fresh bread filled the air, and people were laughing and chatting. I bought some apples, some bread, and a little honey. After shopping, I sat on a bench, enjoyed the sunshine, and listened to English podcasts. Beautiful. Now, try to retell this story in your own way. Change the place, change the food, change the activity. Maybe instead of a market, you went to a shopping mall. Maybe instead of buying apples, you bought clothes. The important thing is to practice speaking freely. Take a deep breath. Try it now. Excellent. You are building fluency with every sentence you speak. Now, let's practice some advanced phrases that make you sound more natural. Repeat after me. Believe it or not, I actually enjoy practicing every day. As far as I'm concerned, consistency is the key to success. If I had more time, I would practice even longer. The truth is, fluency grows when I stop worrying about mistakes. Do you feel the power of these phrases? They make your English richer and more advanced. Use them often in your daily speaking. Next, let's move into a conversation challenge. I will play person A, and you will play Person B. Ready? Person A. I've been thinking about starting a new hobby. Do you have any suggestions? Person B. Your turn. For example, yes, you could try painting or maybe learning to play an instrument. Person A. That sounds interesting. Have you ever tried it yourself? Person B. Your turn. For example, yes, I've tried painting before, and I really enjoyed it. Person A. What did you like about it? Person B. Your turn. Add details. For example, I liked how relaxing it felt, and it allowed me to be creative. Great. The challenge is to keep adding details. Don't stop too early. Give examples, feelings, and reasons. That's how you sound fluent. Now, let's practice with if sentences. These are very common in natural English. Repeat after me. If I study every day, I will become fluent. If I had more confidence, I would speak more often. If I make a mistake, I just try again. If I don't practice, I won't improve. Excellent. These sentences train your grammar and your fluency at the same time. Now, let's try a short role play at a cafe. Listen first, then repeat. Barista, good afternoon. What can I get for you today? You, good afternoon. I'd like a cappuccino, please. Barista, would you like it small, medium, or large? You, medium, please. And could I also have a slice of cake? Barista, of course. Anything else? You, that's all. Thank you very much. Barista, great. Please wait a few minutes, and I'll bring it to your table. You, perfect. Thank you. Excellent. Role plays like this help you prepare for real conversations in daily life. Now, let's practice with longer advanced affirmations. Repeat them with energy and confidence. I am training my mind and my mouth to think and speak in English. I can share long, clear, and natural sentences without fear. I believe in my ability to grow and improve every day. My English is becoming smoother, stronger, and more fluent. Yes, exactly like that. The more emotion you put into your words, the more powerful the practice becomes. Now, let's practice another mini story with emotions. Repeat each line after me, but this time, add feeling to your voice. Yesterday, I had a very busy day at work. I was tired, but I kept smiling and stayed positive. At lunchtime, I went outside, breathed fresh air, and felt better. In the afternoon, I finished an important project, and I felt proud of myself. When I came home, I cooked dinner, relaxed, and watched a short English video. In the end, I felt tired, but also very happy. Beautiful. Stories with emotions help you sound more expressive and natural. Now, it's your turn to create a story. Think about yesterday or last week. Whose one small moment, maybe something simple, like cooking, walking, studying, or relaxing. Describe it in 3 to 5 sentences. Add details, add feelings, speak it out loud. Take a moment, try it now. Excellent! That's real fluency practice. Before we close this part, let's finish with a short question and answer drill. I will ask a question, and you will answer with a full sentence. Question 1. What did you do yesterday evening? Your answer. Say a full sentence with details, like, yesterday evening, I studied English for 1 hour and then watched a movie. Question 2. What do you usually eat for breakfast? Your answer. Say a full sentence. Like, I usually eat bread with eggs, and I drink coffee. Question 3. What is one goal you have for this year? Your answer. Say a full sentence. Like, one of my goals is to practice English every single day so I can become fluent. Perfect. You're practicing fluency, not just vocabulary. Now let's end this part with strong affirmations. Repeat after me. I am speaking with confidence and clarity. I am practicing like a fluent English speaker. My English is improving faster than ever before. I am proud of every step I take toward fluency. That's it. Stay with me, because in the next part, we are going to focus on advanced storytelling, spontaneous speaking, and natural conversations that will challenge you even more. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself. Welcome back. You are doing amazing. By this point, you've practiced words, sentences, stories, and even role plays. Now, it's time to step into real fluency, speaking spontaneously, reacting quickly, and building confidence in real conversations. Fluency is not only about knowing words, it's about using them without hesitation. That means training your brain and your mouth to work together fast, natural, and smooth. Let's warm up with quick responses. I will ask you questions, and you answer immediately, without stopping to think too much. Don't worry if your grammar is not perfect. Focus on speed and flow. Ready? Let's go. Question 1. What's your favorite drink? Answer quickly. Say it now. For example, my favorite drink is coffee. Ding. Question 2. What did you eat for lunch yesterday? Answer immediately. For example, I ate rice and vegetables. Question 3. What will you do tomorrow morning? Answer fast. For example, tomorrow morning, I will go for a walk. Oh, good. This kind of practice builds automatic fluency. Now let's practice with spontaneous speaking prompts. I'll give you a simple topic, and you speak for 30 seconds. Don't stop. Keep talking. Add details. Are you ready? Topic 1. Describe your bedroom. Go ahead. Talk about the color, the furniture, the feeling. Topic 2. Talk about your favorite food. Explain what it is, how it tastes, when you eat it, why you like it. Topic 3. Describe one happy memory from your childhood. Add details. Who was there? What happened? How did you feel? Perfect. Even if you hesitated, you still practiced pushing your brain to speak continuously. That's the secret to fluency. Keep going. Don't stop. Now, let's work on natural conversational speed. Listen first, then repeat with me at the same speed. Try not to pause too much. Honestly, I didn't expect today to be so busy, but I'm glad I managed to finish everything on time. Actually, I've been trying to practice English every single day, even if it's just for 10 minutes. To be honest, speaking in English used to make me nervous, but now I feel more confident. Good. Now let's say them again, but faster, just like in real conversations. Ready? Go! Excellent! Speed training like this helps you sound more natural. Next, let's do a reaction challenge. I will say something, and you react in English immediately, just like in real life. Person A, I just passed my exam. You react quickly. Wow! Congratulations! That's amazing. Person A, I'm feeling really tired today. You React. Oh no, you should rest and take care of yourself. Person A. I bought a new phone yesterday. You react. That's great. What kind of phone did you get? C. Reactions don't have to be long, but they should be quick and natural. Now, let's practice with mini dialogues at natural speed. I'll read both sides first, then you repeat with me. Dialogue 1. Hey, how's it going? Not bad. Just busy with work. How about you? Same here. I can't wait for the weekend. Me too. Do you have any plans? Dialogue 2. Excuse me. Do you know where the nearest bus stop is? Yes, it's just around the corner. Next to the cafe. Oh, perfect. Thank you so much. No problem. Have a nice day. Dialogue 3. What do you usually do in your free time? I like reading books and listening to music. How about you? I usually go jogging or watch movies. That sounds fun. Great. Repeat them again at a slightly faster speed. Now, let's challenge you with sentence building practice. I'll give you a word, and you make a full sentence immediately. Word 1. Holiday. For example, I'm planning a holiday next month. Word 2. Music. For example, I listen to music every evening. Word 3. English. For example, English is becoming easier for me every day. Word 4. Friend. For example, my friend always helps me when I need support. Excellent. Quick sentence building trains your fluency muscles. Next, let's practice linking words to make your speech smooth and connected. Repeat after me. First of all, I want to say thank you. On the other hand, it wasn't very easy. As a result, I learned something new. In the end, everything worked out well. Perfect. Linking words help you sound organized and fluent. Now let's try a longer spontaneous speaking exercise. I'll give you a situation, and you speak for 1 minute. Situation 1. You are at an airport. You need to check in for your flight. What do you say to the staff? Situation 2. You are meeting a new friend. Introduce yourself and ask them questions. Situation 3. You are in a restaurant. Order food. Ask about the menu and react to the waiter. Take your time, but try to speak without stopping. Good. That's how you train for real-life English. Before we close this part, let's finish with powerful affirmations for spontaneous fluency. Repeat after me with strong energy. I can react quickly and naturally in English. My words flow smoothly, clearly, and confidently. I trust myself to speak without fear or hesitation. Every day, I am becoming faster, better, and more fluent. Amazing. You are speaking like a real English speaker. In the next part, we will go even further advanced storytelling, emotional expression, and dynamic conversation practice to make you unstoppable. Keep practicing, keep pushing, and keep believing in yourself. Welcome back. You've practiced quick responses, speed, and reactions. Now, it's time to go deeper into advanced storytelling and emotional expression. Why storytelling? Because when you tell a story, you bring English to life. You connect words, feelings, and experiences. You don't just speak, you communicate. Let's begin with a warm-up. I'll give you a short story, and I want you to repeat it with me. Pay attention to intonation, rhythm, and emotion. Story 1. Last weekend, I went to the park with my best friend. The sun was shining. The air was fresh, and everything felt perfect. We talked, laughed, and enjoyed the day. It was simple, but unforgettable. Now, repeat with me. Make your voice rise when you feel happy. Let your words sound alive. Story 2. One day, I lost my phone in a crowded street. At first, I panicked. I looked everywhere, but I couldn't find it. Suddenly, a kind woman walked up to me and said, "Excuse me, is this your phone?" I felt so relieved and grateful. Excellent. Notice how emotion changes the way you speak. Now let's practice adding feelings to simple sentences. Listen and repeat. Neutral. I had dinner last night. Happy. I had dinner last night. It was so delicious. Sad. I had dinner last night, but I was all alone. Excited. I had dinner last night, and you won't believe what happened. Good. Emotion transforms your English from flat to powerful. Let's try expressing emotions with single words. Repeat after me. Wow. Surprised. Really. Curious. Oh no. Worried. Great. Excited. Thinking. These small expressions make your English sound real and natural. Now it's your turn. I'll give you situations, and you react with emotion. Situation 1. Your friend gives you a gift. React. For example, "Oh my God, thank you so much." Situation 2. You just missed your train. React. For example, "Oh no, not again." Situation 3. You hear wonderful news. React. For example, "That's amazing. I can't believe it." Fantastic. Next, let's work on story building practice. I'll start a story, and you continue it. Story starter 1. Yesterday, I met someone very interesting. Now you continue. Who was it? What happened? How did you feel? Story starter 2. When I was a child, I had a funny experience. Continue the story. Where were you? What happened? Why was it funny? Story starter 3. Last year, I faced a big challenge. Continue. What was the challenge? How did you solve it? This is how you practice extended speaking fluency. Now let's add dialogues, inside stories. That makes them dynamic and natural. Listen and repeat. Example story. Last week, I was at a cafe. I asked the waiter, "Can I have a cappuccino, please?" He smiled and said, "Of course. Would you like sugar with that?" I answered, "Yes, please. Just a little." It felt like a simple but pleasant conversation. Great. Dialogues make stories realistic. Now, let's practice storytelling with rising tension. Follow my voice. At first, everything was quiet. Then, suddenly, I heard a loud noise. I turned around, and I saw. Do you feel how the rhythm and tone change? That's storytelling magic. Let's try a full storytelling exercise together. I'll guide you step by step. Step 1. Choose a setting. For example, a park, a market, or a classroom. Step 2. Add characters. For example, your friend, a stranger, or a teacher. Step 3. Add action. What happened? Something funny. Something surprising. Step 4. Add emotion. Were you happy, nervous, or excited? Now, build your story out loud using these steps. Good. This is how professional speakers practice. Next, let's practice retelling stories. I'll tell you a short story. Then you try to retell it in your own words. Story. 2 weeks ago, I traveled to another city by train. The journey was long, but comfortable. I saw beautiful scenery outside the window. When I arrived, my friend was waiting for me at the station. We hugged, laughed, and started our adventure. Now, retell it in your own way. Use your words, your style. Excellent. Retelling builds memory, fluency, and confidence. Now, let's do emotional contrasts. The same story, but with different feelings. Neutral. I went shopping yesterday. I bought a jacket. Excited. I went shopping yesterday, and I found the perfect jacket. Disappointed. I went shopping yesterday, but I couldn't find anything good. Surprised. I went shopping yesterday, and I ran into my old teacher. Do you see? Same story, different emotions. Practice them all. Finally, let's close this part with affirmations for confident storytelling. Repeat after me. My stories in English are clear, powerful, and interesting. I can express emotions naturally when I speak. I connect with people through my stories and words. I am confident, expressive, and fluent in English. Well done. You are not just speaking English, you are bringing it to life. In the next part, we will practice debates, discussions, and persuasive speaking. This will push your fluency even further, helping you argue, convince, and express strong opinions in English. Welcome back. You've practiced storytelling, emotions, and natural conversations. Now it's time to level up into debates, discussions, and persuasive speaking. Why is this important? Because in real life, you often need to share your opinion, defend your ideas, and sometimes convince others. Fluency is not only about telling stories, it's about thinking, reacting, and influencing in English. Let's begin with some useful phrases for discussions. Repeat after me. In my opinion, I believe that, from my point of view, the way I see it. Good. Now for agreeing politely. I completely agree with you. That's true. I feel the same way. You're absolutely right. I couldn't agree more. Now, for disagreeing politely. I see your point, but I think differently. I'm not sure I agree with that. That's interesting. But in my opinion, I respect your opinion, but I disagree. Excellent. These phrases make your English sound respectful, natural, and confident. Now, let's practice with a mini debate topic. I'll give you a question. You answer one way, then answer the opposite way. This helps you think flexibly in English. Debate 1. Is it better to study online or in a classroom? Side A. I think online learning is better because it's flexible and convenient. Side B. I believe classroom learning is better because it's interactive and motivating. Debate 2. Should people work 4 days a week instead of 5? Side A. Yes, a shorter work week reduces stress and improves productivity. Side B. No, a 5-day work week is necessary for business and discipline. Debate 3. Is technology making our lives easier or more stressful? Side A. Technology makes life easier because it saves time and connects people. Side B. Technology creates stress because people spend too much time on screens. Good. You see, practicing both sides makes you stronger and more fluent. Now let's move to persuasive speaking. Persuasion is when you try to convince someone. The secret is to use strong language and examples. Repeat after me. I strongly believe that. The evidence shows that. Let me give you an example. This clearly proves that. For these reasons, I believe. Now, let's practice a short persuasive speech together. Topic: Why learning English is important. Learning English is important because it opens doors to better jobs, international travel, and new friendships. English connects people around the world. It gives you more opportunities in education and business. For these reasons, I believe everyone should invest time in learning English. Great, short, clear, and powerful. Now, it's your turn. I'll give you topics, and you try to create a short persuasive speech. Topic 1. Why exercise is important. Topic 2. Why reading books is better than watching TV. Topic 3. Why we should protect the environment. Remember, use phrases like I believe. For example, this shows. For these reasons. Excellent. Now let's do a discussion role play. I'll be one person, and you be the other. Role play 1. I think smartphones are the best invention in history. B. You answer. Agree or disagree. Give your reason. Or, role play 2. Traveling alone is better than traveling with friends. B. You answer with your opinion. Or role play 3. B. It's more important to have free time than to make money. B. You answer and explain. E. Good. This helps you practice real conversations. Next, let's add advanced connectors to make your argument stronger. Repeat after me. First of all, on the other hand, in addition, as a result, in conclusion. Now, let's use them in an example. In my opinion, learning English online is very effective. First of all, it's flexible, so students can learn anytime. In addition, there are many free resources online. On the other hand, some people prefer classrooms because they like face-to-face interaction. As a result, I think the best choice depends on the learner. In conclusion, both methods can be effective if used correctly. Excellent. This is the structure of a strong argument. Now, let's practice quick reaction debates. I will say a statement, and you immediately give your opinion. Don't think too much, just answer. Statement 1. Books are better than movies. Statement 2. Children should start learning English at age 5. Statement 3. Social media does more harm than good. Great. Fast reactions train your fluency. Before we finish, let's practice expressive delivery. Say these sentences with power and confidence. I believe this is the right choice. We must do something about it. This is our chance to make a difference. There is no doubt in my mind. Perfect. Your voice carries your confidence. Finally, let's close with affirmations for persuasive speaking. Repeat after me. My opinions in English are clear and powerful. I can agree or disagree politely and confidently. I can convince others with strong examples. I speak with passion, clarity, and fluency. Fantastic work. You are now practicing English like a leader, a thinker, and a communicator. In the next part, we will explore expressing creativity in English improvisation, imagination, and playful speaking. This will make your fluency flexible, fun, and truly advanced. Welcome back. You've practiced debates, persuasive speaking, and strong opinions. Now it's time to open another door. Creativity and improvisation in English. Why is creativity important for fluency? Because real conversations are unpredictable. You never know what someone will say. If you can think flexibly and play with language, You can handle any situation. Let's start with a fun exercise. Finish the sentence. I'll begin a sentence, and you complete it in your own way. Sentence 1. If I had $1 million, I would. Sentence 2. If I could travel anywhere, I would go to. Sentence 3. If I woke up tomorrow with a superpower, it would be good. This type of practice forces you to be creative and spontaneous. Now let's play the what if game. I'll ask a question, and you imagine the answer. What if animals could talk? What if you could live on the moon? What if you never had to sleep? Great. Use your imagination. There are no wrong answers. Next, let's practice improvised mini stories. I'll give you 3 random words, and you must make a short story with them. Words: coffee, rain, a stranger. For example, one rainy morning, I bought a cup of coffee. Suddenly, a stranger sat next to me and started talking about travel. Words: train, guitar, city. Your turn. Create a story. Words: dog, phone, mountain. Make your story now. Excellent. Improvisation trains you to speak without preparation, just like in real life. Now let's do role-play imagination. I'll give you a situation, and you act it out in English. Situation 1. You are a tour guide, showing visitors around your city. Situation 2. You are a chef, explaining a new dish to your customers. Situation 3. You are a teacher explaining English to a young student. Play the role with confidence. Use your imagination. Next, let's practice expressing creativity through emotions. I'll give you one emotion, and you tell a short story using that emotion. Emotion 1. Happiness. Tell a short happy story. Emotion 2. Fear. Tell a short scary story. Emotion 3. Excitement. Tell a short exciting story. Good. Notice how the same story changes when you change the emotion. Now, let's try improvised conversations. I'll start, and you continue naturally. Excuse me, can you help me? I'm lost. Your answer: you won't believe what just happened to me. Your answer: though, I'm so hungry. Do you know a good place to eat? Your answer: Excellent. This prepares you for real-life conversations. Next, let's practice word association fluency. I'll say a word, and you quickly say the first word that comes to your mind. Don't think, just respond. Word 1, soon. Word 2, book. Word 3, music. Word 4, friend. Word 5, English. Good. This trains your brain to react quickly in English. Now, let's do imaginative challenges. Challenge 1. Describe your dream house in detail. Challenge 2. Imagine you are the president of your country for one day. What will you do? Challenge 3. Create an advertisement for your favorite food. Be creative. Be fun. Fantastic. This is playful fluency in action. Now let's practice story continuation. I'll begin a story, and you continue. Yesterday, I opened the door, and to my surprise, there was a box waiting for me. What happens next? I was walking in the park when suddenly I heard a strange sound behind me. What happens next? One morning, I checked my phone and saw a very unusual message. What happens next? Great. You are building imagination and confidence. Next, let's add creativity to descriptions. Instead of saying, "The sky is blue," let's make it more interesting. The sky looked like a giant painting. The sky was so clear, it felt like a window to another world. The sky was heavy with clouds, like a soft gray blanket. Now, you try. Take a simple object, like a chair, a car, or a cup, and describe it creatively. Good. Creativity makes your English colorful and alive. Now, let's finish with creative affirmations. Repeat after me. I can use my imagination to speak English with ease. I am confident, creative, and flexible in every conversation. My English is not only correct, it is expressive and alive. Every day, I grow more fluent, imaginative, and powerful. Fantastic. You are now training not only your English, but also your creativity. This makes you ready for any conversation, any situation, any challenge. In the next part, we will go even further. Advanced conversation flow, mixing storytelling, the debate, and creativity together for natural, long conversations in English. Welcome back. This is the final part of our journey together. You've practiced vocabulary, sentences, quick reactions, storytelling, emotions, debates, and creativity. Now it's time to put it all together into real conversation flow. What is conversation flow? It's when your words, ideas, and emotions move smoothly, naturally, and confidently. It's when you can talk for a long time in English without stopping or getting stuck. Let's begin with a conversation warm-up. I'll ask you questions, and you answer naturally, as if we were really talking. What did you do yesterday? What are your plans for next weekend? What's one thing you want to improve in your English? Good. These simple questions are the foundation of real conversation. Now, let's practice conversation expansion. When someone asks you a question, don't just give a short answer. Add details, examples, and feelings. Example 1. Question. Do you like coffee? Short answer. Yes, I do. Expanded answer. Yes, I really like coffee. I usually drink it in the morning because it gives me energy. My favorite type is cappuccino because it's creamy and smooth. Example 2. Question. What's your favorite hobby? Short answer. I like reading. Expanded answer. I like reading, especially novels. Reading helps me relax and also improves my English. Recently, I finished a very interesting book about history. Excellent. Expansion makes your English natural and interesting. Now let's practice a long conversation simulation. I'll be person A, and you be person B. Hi, nice to meet you. Where are you from? Your answer. E. That sounds wonderful. What do you like most about your city? Your answer. Oh, really? That's interesting. And what do you usually do in your free time? Your answer. E. I see. That sounds fun. By the way, have you ever traveled abroad? Your answer. Good. This is how conversations flow naturally. Now, let's add debate and discussion inside the flow. Question. Do you think online learning is better than classroom learning? Give your opinion, then expand. Add examples. Then, imagine I disagree. How will you respond? Example. I think online learning is better because it's flexible. For example, I can study anytime, anywhere, but I understand some people prefer classrooms because they want face-to-face interaction. Perfect. That's balance, sharing your opinion, but also listening to others. Now let's practice storytelling inside conversation. Imagine I ask, what was your most exciting holiday? Don't just answer with one sentence. Tell the story. Add details. Add emotions. For example, my most exciting holiday was last summer when I visited the mountains. The air was fresh. The scenery was beautiful. And I felt free. One day, we climbed a very high hill, and at the top, we could see everything. It was unforgettable. See how the story makes the conversation richer. That's the key. Next, let's practice switching between different modes. Answering questions, telling stories, giving opinions, and reacting emotionally. I'll guide you. Question 1. What do you usually eat for breakfast? Give your answer. Now expand it with a story. One time, I tried a new breakfast. Now give your opinion. In my opinion, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Now react emotionally. Wow, I love breakfast. It makes me so happy. Great. That's conversation flow, moving smoothly between styles. Now, let's do a challenge exercise. Keep speaking for 1 minute without stopping. Choose any topic: food, travel, hobbies, family, work, or English itself. Don't pause, don't stop, just keep talking. Even if you make mistakes, continue. This builds stamina in speaking, just like running builds stamina in the body. Next, let's practice handling surprises in conversation. I'll give you a random question, and you answer immediately. What would you do if you met a famous actor on the street? What's the most unusual food you've ever tried? If you could change one thing about your daily routine, what would it be? Good. These surprise questions prepare you for real conversations. Now, let's focus on smooth connectors to keep conversations flowing. Repeat after me. That reminds me of. By the way, actually, to be honest, speaking of that, for example, I love music. By the way, have you ever been to a concert? That reminds me of the time I played guitar with my friends. These connectors keep conversations alive. Next, let's practice final fluency integration with a full scenario. Imagine you meet a new friend at a cafe. You introduce yourself. Ask about their city. Tell a short story about your week. Share your opinion about movies. React emotionally when they tell you something exciting. And finally, say goodbye politely. Now, practice the whole scene out loud. Excellent. That is advanced conversation flow. Finally, let's close this journey with powerful affirmations. Repeat after me with confidence. I can speak English fluently, naturally, and confidently. My conversations flow smoothly and easily. I can tell stories, share opinions, and express emotions in English. I am a fluent English speaker, and every day I am improving. Well done. You've completed this 1-hour advanced fluency training with me. Remember, fluency is not magic, it's practice. The more you speak, the more natural it becomes. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Keep practicing, keep believing, and keep speaking. I'll see you in the next lesson, right here on EchoMind English. If you found today's masterclass helpful and you want more lessons like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That way, you won't miss any of the daily English learning videos that will guide you step by step toward fluency. And don't forget to press the bell icon so you get notified every time a new lesson is posted. Thank you for spending this time practicing with me today. I'm proud of the effort you're making for your English. Keep going, stay consistent, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Until then, take care and keep speaking English every single day.